bosom, Michael, is a public.
The keen interest in understanding the modalities in the tax reform bills is the reason for this town hall meeting organized by Channels Television. Stakeholders, business experts, amongst others, are gathered here to get a better understanding of the tax reform bills from the chairman of the Tax Reform Committee, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, and other panelists. A major concern being raised was the stiff resistance of the bill by some parts of northern Nigeria, amongst other misconceptions.
The reaction from the north is based on the available light, but we're telling them that they are being misinformed. In a forum like this, we have heard from the experts, they have spoken to this, and I believe that efforts like this will get people truly informed to be able to take informed decisions concerning these reforms. Northern governors have issues. Let them articulate their issues. We are free, it's a democracy, for crying out loud, to disagree with the president and say, look, we disagree, we agree with the general principles, but instead of what the president has proposed, this is our own proposal.
With due respect to Taiwo, when he was in Nasarawa, it was not a subject. He spoke at our event, but if he had told us then in Nasarawa that, by the way, as part of the sensitization, we have a tax reform bill, and the issues of the tax reform bill have been this and this and this, that will have been part of the sensitization.
All the participants also raised the issue of the consideration in the sharing formula in terms of the VAT, poor engagement of the free zone community, and the acceptability of the bills amongst Nigerians.
This bill, especially for 2025, I would want status quo to remain, which is 7.5. If we are able to implement input-output under 7.5, then 10% makes sense. Then 12.5% makes sense. Then 15% makes sense.
When we can no longer raise money to fund the budget, we will print. When we print money endlessly, it will be Zimbabwe. When 100 trillion Zimbabwe dollar was barely enough to buy a loaf of bread. This is something we have to correct. We are willing to further engage, but provide data to us, and we're more than happy to relook at our recommendations.
The plight of persons with disabilities was also brought to the fore, and a commitment was made to ensure the bills are inclusive.
For inclusion in the committee, we've completed the work, but more than happy, because we're still doing consultation and sometimes we have some small meetings, we're more than happy to involve people with disability.
To involve at least a person with disability.
Yes, I'm making that commitment.
The outcome of the town hall is expected to contribute to the final bills as stakeholders call for more engagement to deepen the understanding of the bills.